Here, I'll just take some. Honorable Chairman, Andhra Pradesh State Legislative Council, Honorable Speaker, Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, and Honorable Members of the State Legislature. It is indeed an honor and privilege for me to address the joint session of the present Legislative Assembly on this momentous occasion of the current budget session 2024-25. On being elected with an unprecedented mandate, my government has so far presented 4 budgets and implemented a slew of welfare and development programs for the benefit of hitherto neglected sections, and it would not be an exaggeration if I say my government has put its heart and soul in fulfilling its promises. At the outset, I place on record my deep sense of appreciation to the commitment of Honorable Chief Minister and the state administration in installing the 206 feet statue of Dr. Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. The magnificent statue, built in a sprawling campus of 18.81 acres in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Swaraj Maidan in the heart of Vijayawada city at the cost of 404.35 crores, will remain in the history as a place to visit and to cherish its elegance for generations to come in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It stands as a testimony to my government's commitment to social justice, equality, and empowerment. I am pleased to inform this august House that under the astute leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, this pro-poor government has touched every section of the society, especially the underprivileged, vulnerable, and those in need of support, be it the farmer, the unemployed youth, the auto driver, the weaver, senior citizens, women, children, or any other member who is socially and economically backward has benefited in one way or the other from my government. Now, building human capital. Soon after coming to power, my government has observed that Andhra Pradesh is falling behind some of the other states in certain social parameters like quality education, learning outcomes, nourishment to school children, IMR, MMR, and anemia amongst women, to name a few. To raise the parameters of Human Development Index in Andhra Pradesh, my government immediately launched Navaratnalu, which focuses on social, economic, and educational empowerment of targeted groups. The results of the efforts of my government are conspicuous in all outcomes. The Niti Aayog, in their recent discussion paper jointly published with the UNDP and Oxford Policy and Human Development Initiative on multi-dimensional poverty, has projected a steep decline in the poverty headcount ratio in Andhra Pradesh from 4.19% in 2022-23 from 11.77% in 2015-16. With India aspiring single-digit level of poverty from the current level of 11.25 by 2024-25, the phenomenal performance of Andhra Pradesh clearly demonstrated positive and tangible outcomes delivered by a galaxy of pro-poor schemes and policies of the state. My government prioritizes education like nowhere else in the country by initiating path-breaking and innovative schemes targeting improvement in learning outcomes and preparing every child studying in government schools for a bright future and to be globally competitive. Believing that investment in education always gives the highest return, my government spent rupees 73,417 crores so far exclusively on these novel schemes introduced in the education sector. Soon after assuming power, my government has noticed that the gross enrollment ratio in primary education in 2017 was 84.48% compared to the national average of 99.21% and identified the urgency of a policy intervention to address this issue. With an intent to make sure that poverty does not prevent parents from educating their children, my government launched a unique and innovative scheme, Jagananna Amma Odi, in 2019, under which the government directly deposits an annual financial assistance of rupees 15,000 in the bank accounts of the mothers belonging to BPL families with children studying from class 1 to intermediate. So far, an amount of rupees 26,067 crore has been spent, benefiting 43.61 lakh mothers and 83 lakh children annually under this initiative. Due to these timely interventions, the state has witnessed remarkable increase in GER at all levels of education during the last 4 years from 84.48% to 100.08% at the present primary level, from 79.69% to 100% at secondary level, and to 79.69% from a meager 46.88% at a higher secondary level. To ensure better learning outcomes in school-going children, my government has taken up the Manabadi Nadu Nedu program with an aim to modernize and provide adequate infrastructure in 56,703 institutions, which includes government schools, welfare hostels, and junior colleges in 3 phases. The modernization and infrastructure development works have been completed in all 15,715 government schools in phase 1, and works have been taken up in 22,344 schools in phase 2. So far, rupees 7,163 crore has been expended under Nadu Nedu. Modernization of the balanced schools will be taken up in the next phase. My government has set up school maintenance fund for maintenance of all the assets and equipments created under Nadu Nedu. Similarly, for maintaining the cleanliness of the toilets, urinals, dress change rooms, wash basins and other associated items, my government has set up toilet maintenance fund. Further, 46,661 ayas have been placed in 44,800 schools and junior colleges. Jagananna Gorumudda is being implemented in the state for children of class 1 to 10 in government school. This is a revamped midday meal program with additional nutritious food items in the menu, providing hot cooked, healthy, tasty and qualitative nutritious food with 16 variety items every week, including Ragi Java drink to address the issue of malnutrition amongst children. So far, the government has incurred an amount of rupees 4,417 crores, annually spending rupees 910 crore for 43.27 lakh students. The annual spend is 4 times more than the expenditure of rupees 450 crore midday meal scheme incurred by the previous government. Shifting from the uncertain times wherein books, uniform or other items were supplied without adhering to the timelines, my government has ensured that a kit consisting of a bag, 3 pairs of uniforms including stitching charge, a belt, a pair of shoes and 2 pairs of socks, textbooks, notebooks, workbooks and an English to Telugu Oxford dictionary under the Jagananna Vidya Kanuka is provided before the reopening of the schools every year, benefiting 47 lakh children per year and incurring an amount of rupees 3,367 crores so far during the last 4 years. Digital learning has been the cornerstone of educational reforms in the state, with an aim to making students from socially deprived background globally competitive. My government has distributed 9,52,925 tabs with preloaded Byju's content of classes 8 to 9 and to 8th class students with an expenditure of rupees 1,306 crores. In order to achieve enhanced learning outcomes, my government is installing 62,000 interactive screens in classrooms for classes 6 to 12 and 45,000 smart TVs in primary schools with an expenditure of rupees 838 crore. The content shared by Byju and the e-content prepared by SCERT Andhra Pradesh is being utilized for ensuring more effective learning among students. My government has introduced extensive curricular reforms in the school education. The long-term objective is to make the children studying in the government schools be prepared for the challenges and evolve into global citizens. Furthermore, my government has recently entered into a MOU with International Baccalaureate to make them a part of SCERT. This move will bridge the educational divide between rich and poor students, commencing with capacity building and training of the teachers in 2024-25. Classes for first class in IB system will start from June 2025 onwards, June 2026 for class second, and will be increasing it 1 class each year so that students will get joint certification of IB and SCERT in 2035 and class 12 certificate in 2037. Keeping in view the benefits of the English language to develop individuals' ability to understand and use English and to enable the student to be globally competitive, my government has introduced TOEFL in schools, that is Teaching English as Foreign Language. To address the current learning requirements, my government is deploying future skills experts to oversee the available digital infrastructure to streamline digital infrastructure management and contribute to more efficient and effective educational processes. Future skills experts are mapped to 6,790 government high schools in the state. The government is committed to making intermediate education accessible by upgrading high schools in every mandal of the state as government junior colleges, one exclusively for girls and one for co-education to increase geographical access. 294 government high schools have been upgraded into high schools plus for girls from the academic year 2022-23. My government is giving utmost importance to higher education. Andhra Pradesh is the only state in the country to take complete responsibility for providing higher education to 100% of its eligible students free of cost without any financial burdens on their families. The government has initiated path-breaking reforms to transform the youth of the state into an enlightened and employable global citizens ready to tackle future global challenges. My government revised the curriculum by including 4 years honors degree along with job-oriented modules and 30% skill development courses to increase the employability of the students. With a view to ensure that higher education is accessible even to children of disadvantaged sections, my government is reimbursing total fees under Jagananna Vidya Divena. Under the scheme, amount is transferred directly on a quarterly basis into the student and mother's accounts whose children pursue ITI, polytechnic, degree, engineering, medicine, B pharmacy and other courses. So far, rupees 11,901 crores have been reimbursed to 26.98 lakh beneficiaries. Through Jagananna Vasati Divena, our government is providing allowance up to rupees 20,000 for boarding and lodging charges in 2 installments every year into the joint accounts of the mothers and students. All children in a family are entitled to this assistance under the scheme. So far, the state government has disbursed an amount of rupees 4,276 crores to 25,17,245 beneficiaries under this scheme. My government is supporting the aspirations of the students who wish to study abroad. Under the Jagananna Videshi Vidya Divena, poor students can now pursue quality overseas education in any of the 21 identified faculties in top 50 educational institutions. And my government is reimbursing total fees up to 1.25 crores for the purpose. In last 10 months, total financial assistance of 107.08 crores has been provided under the scheme. For enhancing the employability skills of the students to make them job ready, placement-linked, industry-relevant short-term skill development courses are offered. My government is implementing various skill development activities through the Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Corporation to create a skilled workforce as per the industry requirements. Cascading skill ecosystem, an integrated and holistic framework has been created in the state to nurture the talent of Andhra Pradesh youth and fulfill the skills manpower needs of all stakeholders in line with dynamic industrial advancement. We are also taking steps to fill up 3,295 vacant teaching posts in 18 universities. Our government has signed a MOU with edX an internationally renowned online education platform. The understanding is that EDX will provide 2,000 courses in emerging areas and advanced technologies. 12 lakh students of Andhra Pradesh will have access to these courses at no cost. These courses are prepared by the world's best universities such as MIT, Stanford, Oxford, Cambridge, etc. Each of our students will get at least one certification from these world's best universities. Due to the sustained efforts put in place by the government, the improvement in the education-related indicators such as enrollments, school dropouts, and out-of-school children has been substantial, leading to improved levels in Goal 4 pertaining to quality education of the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, aspiring healthy Andhra Pradesh. The quality of healthcare system and services in the society that define governance is considered as critical factor for Human Development Index. Healthcare is a very important factor to determine the physical and mental well-being of the people and is recognized as a great contributor to the state's economy. My government has completely revamped the medical infrastructure and medical education in the state. Maternal health care, child health care and family health care services are ensured through 10,132 Dr. YSR Village Health Clinics, 1,142 primary health centers, 177 community health centers, 53 area hospitals, 9 district hospitals, 3 specialty hospitals and 3 civil dispensaries under ABVVP, 11 teaching hospitals and 15 specialty hospitals under medical education. Apart from these, 542 UPHCs are facilitating health access to the urban population of the state. Through the Nadu Nedu program, government is revamping the existing health infrastructure and putting in place a robust decentralized public healthcare infrastructure for strengthening primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare infrastructure in the state. Besides strengthening the existing 11 medical colleges in the state, the government has embarked on construction of 17 new medical colleges with nursing colleges, 5 multi-speciality hospitals in tribal areas. We have recently inaugurated super speciality hospital, cancer hospital and Institute of Mental Health at Kadapa and Kidney Research Center at Palasa. During the last 3 years, concerted efforts have been made to increase human resources in medical and health sector by filling up the existing vacancies. 53,126 medical personnel are recruited under this mission. A medical recruitment board has been created to fill the vacancies as and when they arise. Or some throat irritation. Under the innovative unique health initiative of the state, family doctor scheme, doctor program, PHCs were reorganized to ensure 2 PHCs in each mandal or 1 PHC and 1 CHC. This is a new chapter in preventive care. Each PHC is provided with 2 doctors and 12 other paramedical staff to ensure better quality of preventive health care. The family doctor along with health team visit the secretariats, map to them and ensure that the same village is visited at least twice a month. They also visit Anganwadi centers to conduct antenatal and postnatal checkup. Under the family doctor program, 3.03 crore OP services, of which 1.32 crore unique patient services were provided so far to the rural people at their own villages. towards achieving the goal of Jagananna Arogya Suraksha program has been, towards achieving the goal of Arogya Andhra Pradesh, Jagananna Arogya Suraksha program has been launched, under which the CHOs, ANMs visit households in rural and urban areas and conduct tests at their houses. Health camps are also organized by specialists in all villages, wards, covering one village secretariat in every mandal and every ward secretariat in urban local bodies. To act as a lifeline during emergencies and provide medical assistance to the public, 1,704 vehicles have been made available for 104 and 108 ambulance services with an expenditure of rupees 1,208 crores and ensured that every PHC has at least one 104 vehicle. Under Dr. YSR Arogyashri scheme, which aims to achieve universal health coverage in the state, is designed to cover the health benefits to all the eligible 1.48 crore BPL families of the state with an annual income up to rupees 5 lakhs with no premium collected from the beneficiaries and with the state being the entire expenditure of treatment, state bearing the entire expenditure treatment. The limit under this scheme has been enhanced recently to rupees 25 lakhs. Under the scheme, 2,315 empaneled network hospitals perform 3,257 procedures, including high-end procedures like bilateral cochlear implant surgery and treatment for cancer without any ceiling limit. Since 2019, about 36 lakhs patients have been benefited under YSR Arogyashri and the cumulative expenditure incurred under works out to rupees 12,150 crores with a view to provide post-procedural sustenance allowance to the patient undergoing treatment under Arogyashri, an amount at rupees 225 per day, subject to a maximum of rupees 5,000 per month under YSR Arogya AKSHARA scheme will be provided for as many days as prescribed by the doctor. Due to the number of innovative initiatives put in place by my government, there has been noteworthy improvement on the health and nutrition related indicators under Goal 3 of the Sustainable Development Indicator. Now about farmers, a backbone of Andhra Pradesh. With about 62% of the population still depending on agriculture and allied sectors, the GSDP contribution from this sector is as high as 36% compared to 18% at the national level. My government has been supporting the farmers in every possible way to lift them from distress and make farming profitable. My government is extending YSR Raitu Bharosa PM Kisan assistance of rupees 13,500 per year, not only to the farmers cultivating their own lands, but also to eligible SC, ST, BC, minority tenant farmers and farmers cultivating ROFR, forest and endowment lands. My government has disbursed so far rupees 33,300 crores to 53.53 lakh farmers under the scheme till date. Our government has established 10,778 Dr. YSR Raitu Bharosa Kendralu, which have effectively evolved as one-stop centers to meet farmers' needs right from supply of seed to sale of crop in their village itself. The government is arranging supply of pre-certified quality inputs to the farmers through RBKs. RBKs are designated as procurement centers and are providing minimum support price to the farmers. Banking services are provided at RBKs through business correspondents of major banks. Andhra Pradesh is the only state in India to implement universal free crop insurance where the farmer's share of premium is paid by the state government on behalf of the farmers for all crops notified under this scheme. So far, government has settled claims of rupees 54.75 lakh farmers worth rupees 7,802.5 crores. An amount of rupees 1,835 crores of interest subvention was credited directly into the accounts of 73.88 lakh small and marginal farmers who 23-27 of the state offers various incentives to all eligible industrial enterprises established in the state. During the Global Investment Summit in Visakhapatnam during March 23, 386 memorandums of understanding were signed with different investors offering investment over 13.11 lakh crores and committed employment to 6,07,388 persons. With the initiative taken by our government in the last 56 months, over 311 large and mega industries have been established, providing employment to more than 1.30 lakh people. My government consistently ranked number 1 in ease of doing business for 3 consecutive years. We have also received numerous prestigious awards. YSR Jagananna Mega Industrial Hub is being developed over an extent of 3,150 acre near Koparthi node in VCIC. This industrial hub will act as multi-product mega industrial park with best-in-class infrastructure facilities. It is likely to attract an investment of rupees 25,000 crore with a potential to generate employment for 75,000 persons. The entire Koparthi region is being made conducive for industrial development by providing adequate industrial water supply through a 46 MLD water supply project. The Chennai-Bangalore Industrial Corridor and Hyderabad and Bangalore Industrial Corridor will not only promote industries but also create substantial urban infrastructure and contribute for the overall economic development of the state. The Visakhapatnam node and Yerpedu Sri Kalahasti node, among the 5 nodes identified under the VCIC corridor, have been prioritized for making initial investments. The VCIC attracts about 1 lakh crores additional investment and generates additional employment to the tune of 110 lakh persons. The corridor is expected to contribute to 5% of the national GDP and has potential to increase GDP in the corridor by 6 times. Now about the coast-led growth, ports and airports. The huge coastline of India has immense untapped potential to spur growth and positioning it as a maritime trade power. Andhra Pradesh, with the second longest coastline of 974 kilometers, has great potential to develop into a maritime trade center for Southeast Asia. The government has prioritized the development of 10 fishing harbors with an investment of rupees 3,800 crores to improve the livelihood of marine fishermen along with the coastline. These 10 fishing harbors will provide livelihood to more fishermen families. In order to give boost to the port-led development, we are developing 4 new ports at Ramayapatnam, Moolapet, Machilipatnam and Kakinada Gateway with an investment of rupees 16,000 crores to increase the cargo handling capacity to 100 million tons, creating jobs for 75,000 people. Construction of 10 fishing harbors and 6 fish landing centers with a world-class infrastructure is under brisk progress to benefit fishermen. Andhra Pradesh Maritime Board has been recognized as Maritime Board of the Year by the World Logistics and Supply Chain Congress. My government is expanding the construction of Bhogapuram International Greenfield Airport in Vizianagaram district. The construction work has started at Bogapuram on 3rd May and the airport will be ready for commissioning in 30 months' time. We have also expanded airports in Gannavaram, Vishakhapatnam, Rajamundry, Tirupati, Kurnool and Kadapa. The Andhra Pradesh Information Technology Policy 2021-20 to 2024 introduced by my government to promote the information technology sector is striving to ensure that the fruits of IT reach the last mile. Work on two significant projects including integrated data center and technology business park at Madhurwada, Vishakhapatnam district with an investment of rupees 14,634 crore for a 200 MW data center and another project in Kapulapada. Bhimunipatnam, Vishakhapatnam district involving an investment of rupees 7,220 crore for a 100 MW data center has started. Infosys established a development center in Vishakhapatnam, solidifying the city's position as an emerging IT destination and enhancing the economic prospects of the state as a whole. The government is promoting tourism as an important growth engine of the state economy as well as a significant job creator. I am happy to share with you that my government has undertaken a number of initiatives including the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Policy 2020 to 2025 which has been rated among the best in the country for the growth and development of the tourism sector in the state. The state focuses on attracting international tourists by offering state-of-the-art facilities as a preferred destination. Andhra Pradesh has been recognized by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, as the third most popular tourism destination in the country. Several hotels of international repute such as Oberoi Group, Novotel and Mayfair Hotels and Resorts Limited and Hyatt Regency are investing in Andhra Pradesh. 17 tourism projects are under various stages of implementation with an investment of rupees 3,685 crores with a potential to create employment to 7,290 people. Effective implementation of the policies and programs which have ensured encouraging growth performance during 2022-23 continued during the financial year 23-24 also. The economy of the state continues its encouraging trend, recovering swiftly from COVID-19 fallout. The advanced estimates for 2023-24 indicate an overall growth of 10.2% at current prices. All the three sectors of the economy, that is agriculture and allied, industries and services, depict significant growth performance. The industry and services sectors have helped the economy to register higher overall growth. The per capita income of Andhra Pradesh at current prices has moved up from 2,19,519 in 2022-23 to 2,42,479 in 2023-24, demonstrating an impressive growth rate of 10.43%. Governance at the people's doorsteps. My government is committed in decentralization in letter and spirit, which demonstrated at various levels of governance. 13 new districts have been carved out, and this has brought the administration closer to the citizens. Urban and rural administration is closer to the people than ever before, with establishment of 15,004 village and ward secretariats. In all, 1.35 lakh employees have been recruited and placed in each secretariat, catering to the needs of every 2,000 citizens. In addition, 2.6 lakhs volunteers have been recruited all over the state to deliver government services to the beneficiaries at their doorstep. Through this secretariat system, the entire public service delivery mechanism has undergone a phenomenal change. Till date, 9.84 crore transactions have been successfully completed by utilizing 540 plus services of various government departments in a time-bound manner. Jaganana Suraksha, an innovative program, was conducted successfully in which the government distributed around 1 crore certificates including caste, income, marriage, pension cards, Arogyasri cards and death certificates at the people's doorstep. My government has embarked on an unprecedented resurvey of land holdings across the state, which is being done after a gap of 100 years to resolve the land disputes and to provide permanent land titles. Resurvey of 42.6 lakhs acres in 4,000 villages out of a total of 17,460 revenue villages in 2 phases was completed under YSR Jagananna Shashwata Bhu Hakku Mariyu Bhuraksha program. This facilitated 17.53 lakh farmers to receive permanent title deeds, resolve 4.8 lakh mutations and make 10,021 lakh new subdivisions. Resurvey work in third phase, 2,000 villages is going on at a brisk pace. Distribution of land to the poor and provision of full rights on the lands would benefit 20,24,709 landless poor people across the state to an extent of 35,44,866 acres of land. My government is keen to ensure that welfare and development schemes reach beneficiaries at their doorsteps transparently and satisfactorily. If any services are not reaching the people, the government takes immediate steps to rectify this under the Gadapaku Manaprabhutvam program. Public representatives visited every household explaining the welfare and developmental initiatives taken up by the government and simultaneously took prompt action in resolving the issues raised by the people. Works worth not less than rupees 20 lakhs were sanctioned for each village ward secretariat after identifying the gaps in the infrastructure and other requirements. Now I will be concluding. I would like to conclude my speech with the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, and I quote, "Progress of a society should be determined by the state of the most vulnerable and weakest ones. People who are farthest from the frontiers of development are to be brought up to the level of the others for real development," unquote. All the development and welfare measures put in place for the welfare of the poorest, most vulnerable, underprivileged and remotest are exactly on these lines, and there is every need to continue the development momentum till the future generations enjoy its fruits perennially. I am hopeful that people's cooperation and strong support will continue in future also for continuing the development momentum